Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NukemDukem here. So Rainbow Six is changing the way they're doing recoil overall completely. The game is going to definitely change in your skill level base. Before we get started, I want to show you guys this message. Hey guys, I already announced the winner for the NBA and Madden, but a lot of people didn't claim their codes, so I have extra to give away for you guys to enjoy. As you can see, here are some of the winners that won the NBA Live giveaway. So for the month of September, the giveaway is 3 Pro League giveaway for any platform, as well as $5 $50 giveaway for anything you guys want. And I usually pick the winner at the end of the month and announce it on my Twitter. So you want to be winners like these other folks, make sure you guys are subscribed, have the notification bell enabled, and hit that like button. Below the video player, make sure you click the share and share to different social medias, and in the description has a link for you guys to do the giveaway, and just leave a comment below and then you guys can be one of these winners. Good luck, everyone. I wish you all the best. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the recoil overhaul. During Operation Health, we identified the issues with the L85A2 after analyzing a community submitted video from Execs, who is a Pro League manager and a high skilled player in the Rainbow Six Siege scene and is a Twitch streamer. At the first, it seems like it was misaligned, but after further investigation, we found out that the issue affected all weapons. So he found out one weapon with the issue of recoil, and apparently all the guns are having that issue. The issue comes from the fact that we displaced the weapon sights from the center screen when we have recoil being applied to it. We did this to create a spray type system while firing a bullet where weapons appears to be aiming. Unfortunately, that didn't work out the way intended. The weapon offset in first person created a parallax issue between gun and the world. The gun you are holding is rendered at a fixed 50 FOV or field of view. That is just the way it is being done. On PC, you can actually adjust that to a higher or lower since PC has more customization. But the world is rendered at 60 FOV. So that means you have a 10 FOV difference. And if you don't know what field of view is, the distance between you and the object. So you can render it to have your screen to look a lot more close around you, or you can see further away. So that there's already a 10 FOV difference. And this is okay, let's continue on the PC. Because of this, any amount of movement we do in the first person visual of the center of the camera will immediately cause alignment issue with its weapon. This means that bullets did not always land exactly where the reticle is. Sometimes it was by very small, almost by negligible margin, but other times it was far away from the reticle. The rework. The first step we took was to remove the offset entirely. Unfortunately, a lot of recoil was driven from the weapon's offset, so the recoil were too easy to control. Having no solution to that issue, we felt that we had to tweak all recoils. While attempting this, we immediately ran into another issue. The way the old recoil system used to work only lets us define one recoil pattern definition. So back then, the old recoil system, all recoils were the same, and that's the only type of recoil system they have. And they want that different for each gun. So, for example, say you fire a full magazine with the old system. The first bullet will always go directly where you are aiming. To calculate where the second bullet will go, the engine would select a random point within a set parameter shaped like a diamond. To calculate the third bullet, the engine would take position in the second bullet and take another point in a diamond shape where the second bullet position as the diamond origin 0 by 0. Those are X and Y axis, and so on and so forth for the rest of the bullets. Oh, that's very interesting. Never knew that. That's actually very good to know. That left us with a system that is still random number generator RNG, dependent on that bullet hard on camera, and made the weapon feel erratic and unpredictable. This did not suit our needs, and we felt that this is a good opportunity to revise our recoil system. So that's very interesting. The way the bullets work, let's say you shoot your gun. Your second bullet is given a parameter in a diamond shape where it could land anywhere randomly, and then the third bullet will follow the second, fourth, fifth, sixth. So you can enter a whole clip and it's always random where the bullet could fly in that given parameter. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the new recoil system. Enter the multi-stage recoil. This lets us define as many recoil data set as we wish at any stage during a full automatic spray. So let's go back to our example. Obviously the first bullet always go exactly where you're aiming. The second one is driven simply by left or right pull valve. This time we can say the engine for the second bullet used the recoil data set, and for the third bullet uses the other data set. That way you can say wherever every bullet goes in relation to the previous one. That means that we have a perfect control where over every bullet goes. There's no more RNG involved. With this system, we are able to create a more precise recoil pattern. Our vision of a recoil system stays true to Siege and how it feels that every player feel like they were cheated out a skillful shot or they got lucky with a poor show of skill. So example, let's say you're headshotting someone and you didn't aim nowhere near your head but the bullet sprayed to head. That's because it's RNG. This is more based on how you control your recoil and lands a headshot. Let's go ahead and watch this video that Ubisoft provided. So as you can see right here, the recoil pattern, you see it has a certain direction moving towards it. We'll watch it one more time. See, as you can see, the recoil moves either left or right, where you see before it's more random and vertical. So this is a nice little demo that they showed for us. We do not want to overwhelm players with insane amount of recoil patterns to learn, so he has divided them into families. Each family with all weapons have the same pattern, while having small difference to make sure they feel different from one another. The weapons have divided in such. So you see these weapons here? These are the weapons that are going to be within the same recoil patterns, and each recoil pattern is different for other families. So you have the AUG 82 or AUG A2, the Type 89, the F2, the C7E, the AR33, the G36C, the L85A2, the 556XI, and the Para 308 will have the same recoil pattern. Next set of families, the 552 Commando, the AK-12, the C8SFW, the 416C, and the R4C has the same recoil pattern. The G8A1, the M249, the 6P41, the T95 LSW, PDW9, P90, Scorpion Evo 3A1 will have the same recoil pattern, same as the MP5K, the MP5, the FMG9, T5, MP5SD, MPX, the 9X19 VSN, and the MP7. Then the next set is the MK17 and the CQB, and then you got the SMG11, the Bearing 9, and the Vector. Very interesting. Now shotguns, pistols, and DMRs have lower rate of fire SMGs that have excluded from the list because their recoil have not been reworked entirely. We removed a small amount of weapon offset from them, but it doesn't affect the recoil enough to warrant a change. So they haven't fixed pistols, DMR, or shotguns yet since they didn't have time to work on it, but they're saying that right now they did remove a small offset weapon, but it doesn't affect it enough where they have to rework the recoil quite yet. Obviously this change was not implemented with proper testing. The updated recoil system will be available on September 20th on the TTS. So we had the new recoil change today in the TTS with the Capcan buff of 2 speed, 2 armor, and his traps now have 5, and the lasers are invisible but they do 40 damage instead of insta kill, as well as the blitz buff where he can sprint with his shield up and no longer has it dragged down. Let me know what you guys think below, and we'll watch this recoil pattern again. Let me know what you guys think. You guys like this recoil pattern, the way it was before and the way it's now? So it goes up. The way that Ubisoft did the recoil patterns, because they want you to win by skill and not by RNG factor, which is the way Rainbow Six Siege is meant to be played. It's meant to be played by skill and not RNG. So I say it's good. It's just that now you kind of have to sort of relearn recoil a little bit because you know, the old system, you're used to it. It's been out for over how many years? Over 2 years. And that's the way the recoil worked. And now that they're gonna rework it, you kind of have to relearn recoil. But is like readapting your gaming skill, but with less RNG factor and more skill based. So it's very interesting. Let me know below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.